Hello YouTube. What you see in front of you is my collection of bladed instruments, for lack of a better word. Because I've got everything from katanas to short swords, daggers, all the way down to a little slip joint and a multi-tool. So I'm just going to go through them one by one, show you what I got. First one, shadow there, is these two right here. These are cheapo Chinese katana and wakizashi set. Katana here, wakizashi there. This would be the wakizashi. Sorry, it's hard to do this a bit one-handed. Katana. These are both completely dull. Can't do any nothing. Completely dull. See, it's kind of flat. So those two. Alright. Next up is this, which is an even cheaper. Cheaper sword. I don't know what the hell it's made out of. It's like copper or something, but I bought this from a friend for like 20 bucks. It's a piece of shit, basically. And yeah, my room is a mess. Just don't worry about it. Fuck, I put it in, whatever. Now, this would be the last of the swords that I currently own, and this is one of my prized possessions. I love this sword. Again, it's completely dull. It's a stage combat sword, it's rounded over. But, oh, I don't know, it just feels so good in the hand. Just makes, I don't know if the camera picked that up or not, but it makes a really good slashing noise through the air. But it's, I think it weighs about 3.5 pounds, maybe 4. I honestly don't remember. But I love this sword. Honestly, one of my single most prized possessions. And it also came with a really beautifully made leather sheath. I mean, it's kind of beat up now because it's a few years old, but the craftsmanship on this thing is amazing. Like, I don't know, I never would have thought to do a sheath like that, to actually wrap the leather around the blade and shape it to it. It's ingenious to me. Alright, and then I have this little dagger. It's a nice little dagger. The light parts on the handle you see here are just butcher's cord that I wrapped on there one day when I got bored. No real reason for it, I just felt like it. Not much to say about this one. I got it at King Richard's Fair. It's also where I got the short sword. Next up would be my K-bar. Everyone knows what a K-bar is. Whoops. There's not much to say about it. I mean, this is my large utility fixed blade for when I'm camping and doing stuff out in the woods. I mean, really, there's not much to say about it. Everyone knows what a K-bar is if you're into knives. Almost everyone who's into knives has owned one at some point and knows how good they are. That one back in the sheath. I hate this sheath though, but I just ordered one today from Hedgehog Leatherworks, and they make really nice custom-made sheaths. And they finally started making them for the K-bar in a horizontal carry. So I ordered one of those today. They're built to order, so I'm, it's probably going to be like 3 weeks to a month until I actually get it. But I have a whole bunch of crap on order at the moment that I'm waiting to, that I bought like today and yesterday, and a couple more things I'm going to order tomorrow. So when I get all that stuff, I'll do unboxing videos and throw them up on YouTube. I have this, which is a Frost Cutlery, just like fantasy Bowie kind of thing that I got for Christmas one year. It's actually surprisingly very comfortable in the hand. Handle is almost a little bit too short on its own, but it's, even though this is there, because of the way it's curved, it's actually very easy to choke up on the blade. And actually, if I were to use it for anything, which I don't, it just sits on my dresser. The sheath for that is a piece of crap though, but the knife is nice. I have this sheath is again a piece of shit. I don't have any good sheaths at the moment. This knife is a really old Craftsman skinning knife that I bought from a neighbor for like $3, maybe, I want to say 6, maybe 7 years ago. It's I can't remember the name of this grind at the moment, but the one where it's not, there's no secondary bevel, it's just, whole thing is just curved. I want to say convex grind, where it's just like forged to an almost edge and then just honed a little bit, if that makes any sense. It's really nice. I like it. It's one of my favorite knives. Definitely a very good little camp utility knife. Alright, next up here I have my folders. I have an old buck lockback. I honestly don't remember where I got this. I think I bought this from my neighbor as well. It's a perfectly good knife. It's definitely a cheaper model. The handle is completely plastic. I don't know how well you can see, but the only metal is the lock and the actual blade, and then the pins. But I mean, it's comfortable. Certainly a nice knife. It locks pretty solid. There's very little blade play. But I don't ever use it just because it's, some lockbacks are okay for one-handed use, but this one isn't because the button is all the way down here, and I don't know about other guys, but I can't push that with my pinky. I just can't. So I gotta either do it with two hands or do like this kind of thing on my leg. But I mean, it's a perfectly good knife. There's nothing wrong with it if you like lockbacks. I personally prefer liner locks. Next up is my Leatherman Crater, which is my current EDC knife. Small, I think 2 3/4 inch blade, but it's very nice. It's cheap. It was like $25, but I believe the blade is, I want to say 420 stainless, 420 HC, which is fine. I mean, it's an EDC knife. I mean, I wouldn't ever bring this into the woods. I mean, it would come with me because it would be in my pocket, but I probably wouldn't use it for much in the woods. But it's nice for, opening boxes and stuff. Very light, and it's got a carabiner hook on this end, which is good. Let's actually see this hairband around my wrist. Here, let me show you what that's for. Rather than have a lanyard, I just have this thing around my wrist so that, I mean, I don't often do anything where it would be a problem if I dropped it, but you never know. So, be prepared. I mean, I used to be a Boy Scout, so a long time ago. Fuck. Alright, whatever, I can't get the thing off. Next up is my Gerber Rip Stop. It's a nice little knife. very light. It's a frame lock, skeletonized handle. It's got this cutout in the blade to save weight. The whole thing is stainless steel. Um, it's a nice knife. This was my EDC knife for quite a while until I bought the Leatherman there. It's nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. Personally, the handle is just uncomfortable for me because this part right here, you've just got this one thin piece of metal. So if you're getting really hard into cutting stuff and the blade pushes back, which means that part gets pushed out into your fingers, it was just uncomfortable. But yeah, so that one's good. And I have this, which is just a little slip joint pocket knife that my sister got me in Yosemite National Park. I don't know. I never use it, so it's still like razor sharp factory edge, but it's a nice little pocket knife. If I was, like for example, I carried this when I was at my sister's wedding because it's light and small, and I could just stick it in my pocket. Next up is my Leatherman Wave. You all know what a Leatherman is, multi-tool. So it's got a straight edge, serrated edge, saw, file, pliers, and it's got a screwdriver and bottle opener on this side, eyeglass screwdriver, scissors, and a big flathead screwdriver on that side. Now, these three knives up here are crap that I never use. This is a piece of shit. This is actually what that sheath on the Craftsman is for. That's what it came with. That's where I got the sheath. It was from this knife. But this is a piece of shit. It's the single most uncomfortable fixed blade I've ever held in my life. The edge I don't even remember doing anything particularly complicated with it, but the edge got destroyed from me doing almost nothing. It feels like shit, it looks like shit, it's shit. Ever use it for anything, I'm honestly thinking I'm gonna throw it out. Next up is this folder, which is I don't know, Eddie Bauer folding knife. I don't know why I ever bought this. I carried this for a very, very short time, like a couple of months, and then I bought the Gerber ripstop to replace it. But it's like a liner lock, but instead of having the thing here, it's got this stupid button on the side, but the button isn't big enough. Like, my thumb just hits the metal surrounding the button, and it doesn't press it in far enough to actually close the blade comfortably. The belt clip is crap. It just bends and doesn't hold. It's heavy. It's not comfortable in your hand. And I don't like that curving down, not in a knife this small. No. Piece of shit. Then this is the shittiest fucking knife I've ever owned in my life. Yeah. I don't even know what it is. It's a whitetail cutlery something cheetah, I think it says. I don't know, but it's shit. It's crap. I mean, look at this. Look. I don't even know what to say about this. It's just shit. Alright, I'm running out of time on my memory card, so this is all my stuff. And when I get the new stuff, I'll do overviews. I don't think I'd really be able to do a review, but I'll do overviews of the stuff I get. Alright? Thanks for watching. Bye.